What lie did a parent tell that ended up putting a child in the hospital? My dad lied about everything, not big lies, the kind that made you question your own eyes. The grocery store stopped selling Blue Dish soap, even when you'd seen it on the shelf yesterday. The car never made that noise, even with 3 witnesses in the back seat. Small, constant, exhausting lies that made you feel like you were going insane. We all learned to nod and move on, until the lie that broke our family. 6 years ago, the whole town around my dad's lake cabin in northern Wisconsin got a certified letter from the state. PFAS contamination from a firefighting foam plant upriver. Don't drink the well water. Don't eat the fish. Don't eat the deer. My dad threw his letter in the trash and told the family it had been cleaned up months ago. He said the city was overreacting. He said my brother-in-law's cousin, who actually worked at the water utility, was spreading liberal propaganda. My niece Marlo was 7 and obsessed with fishing. She and my dad had a Saturday ritual. Sunrise on the dock, walleye fried in butter in his cast iron pan by noon. 6 years of Saturdays. My sister Rosalie asked him 3 different times if the lake was safe. 3 different times he swore on his mother's grave the levels had been 0 for years. In March, Marlo started getting nosebleeds. Then her thyroid numbers came back wrong. Then her cholesterol, at 7 years old, was higher than mine. Her pediatrician ordered a PFAS panel almost as a long shot. The blood levels came back as the highest the state lab had ever processed in a child. Rosalie called my dad that night, sobbing. He swore he'd had the well professionally tested 2 summers ago, and it came back clean. He even texted her a photo of a lab report with the company's logo and a clean reading. I didn't say a word. But the next weekend, I drove 4 hours to the cabin with a state-certified water testing kit, the kind they use for court evidence. I pulled samples from his well, his kitchen tap, and the lake itself. Then I stopped at the county clerk's office and pulled the public record of every PFAS test conducted on private property in his township over the last 5 years. His cabin was not on the list. He had never tested anything. The lab report he'd texted my sister was a screenshot he'd doctored in Photoshop from a real one belonging to his neighbor. 3 numbers swapped. My results came back at 412 parts per trillion. The EPA's lifetime health limit is 4. While the lab was running my samples, I pulled the original PFAS notice from the county records, the one he'd thrown away. I pulled his text messages to Rosalie, swearing the water was safe. I pulled the doctored lab report and the real one it had been forged from. I had 3 years of receipts from his local fish market proving he'd never bought a single walleye. Every fish he served had come from that lake. I put it all in a black binder. My dad's 65th birthday was 3 weeks later. 40 people at the VFW hall.